What's up, guys? Bones88 here. It's been a while. It's been about a week or two since I've done a video. Sorry about that, guys. Had a little bit of sickness in the family, had a lot of things going on, so I was really busy, so I didn't really have a lot of time to do any streams or battlegrounds or anything like that. But I'm back now, where everything's good, so I'll be putting out some more stuff, a little bit more than what I usually do. Today, we have quite a bit of things to talk about. First of all, in the last couple of weeks, there's been 2 new characters teased by Elizabeth. We're going to jump over to her YouTube account and check those 2 characters out. And then at the end, I'm going to go over like my thoughts on the Easter event and maybe some other things too, if I think about it as we go. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Okay, we're over here on Lizardbreath's YouTube channel. If you don't know who Lizardbreath is, she's a developer. She is like the person who communicates with the community of Dragon Champions, and she does an amazing job. Liz, we love you. Appreciate you having on the team, and she's just a great person to work with. So if you don't know, she teases just mostly characters, but other things that are coming soon to Dragon Champions on her YouTube channel. And here it is right here. I think this is probably her real name, Elizabeth Laskina. She doesn't have a lot of subscribers. A lot of people don't know about it. So if you don't know about it, go subscribe to see some insider stuff. So first, as you see here, there's a new Elf Ranger in the works here. Before I get into this, both of these characters, we don't have a date on them or anything else. But obviously, if they're in the game, all their, their look and their actions are fleshed out, then they've got to be coming eventually, like pretty soon. So let's bring this up full screen and let's see the actions we got going on here. So right off from the get-go, he just looks like a badass, man. And that's another thing. Props to Play Quantum and the character models and kits and everything else that they've been bringing to the game the last 2 or 3 months. I just think they're hitting it out of the park. There hasn't really been a drab-looking or acting character in a long time. And so they're doing a great job. I'm really proud of it. But this guy looks really cool. I love his outfit. Also, he's the second person with a gun in the game. And when I first saw it, I was kind of like, whoa, he's the only one with the gun. But then I remembered that Robin Bad has guns too. So very interesting, very cool. So looking forward to this guy. Right now I'm at the point in the game where I'm trying to split all my factions into 2 teams. By the way, I'll be doing a video with XMG soon describing how to split your factions into 2 teams. So look forward to that. So anyways, that's the elf. Let's click here and we have a new dwarf mage. So she's a new dwarf mage. Looks pretty awesome, man. I love that a lot of these dwarves are piloting machines, because in a lot of lore of certain games or anything else, dwarves were masters of making machines. Like their technology was advanced. They're the ones that had the most advanced technology. And it kind of reminds me of Skyrim or something. So I'll tag a video I did before where there's a guy named Stim coming out that's a dwarf too, and he's also in a like a suit kind of like this, like this girl is here. But it looks like she's going to be mainly an attacker, it seems like, because I don't see her doing any support moves or any kind of healing. So this will be like, look at that move. That was sweet. That is cool. I'm guessing that's going to do some big damage, but we'll see. So yeah, she looks cool. I'm excited to find out when these legendaries are coming. Keep getting dwarf after dwarf. There's dwarves that they have announced that haven't been in the game yet. There's half pigs. Let's go look at him real quick. There's a half pig named Kevin Bob that she's teased that's not in the game yet. I'm sure I've maybe shown him in another video, because I usually do these every couple weeks. I kind of sum up everything she's announced and put it in a video for people. I'm not sure. If I haven't, here we go. But this is Kevin Bob. They're half pigs and they have not been they're not introduced in the game yet. So my question is, how many pigs did we get before a legendary? How many dwarves are we getting before a legendary? The pigs have a leader, but our dwarves don't have any. So I'm very interested about what's going on. Like, there's the devs haven't gave us any kind of inclination on what's going on with it. So I have just as many questions as you guys do. Are they just going to release like 7, 8 dwarves or pigs and then do a legendary? Or are they just going to let you use the core 5 that are out? I don't know a date or anything, guys. So My questions are the same as yours, to be honest about it. But this is Keb and Bob. They're another half pig. One of them's getting cooked on a grill right now. Some nice holiday ham, my favorite. But yeah, so that's 3 characters that still are in the game that have been teased that have to be coming soon. Alright, I'm not trying to make this video too long, so lastly I just want to talk about the Easter event. This event has given me kind of a mixed emotions about. First of all, this is what this event is about. It's kind of changing things up here and there to kind of give people to work on things, or just kind of give people like a change of aesthetics, like how it looks, you know what I'm saying? Just gives you kind of something more to do a little bit here and there. But let's be honest, guys, really it's for the game, for the developers and all them to make some money. It's become obvious to me after the last few events when I've tried my hardest that this is about whales. Or if you're free to play, you better hoard as much as you can for a month before the next one comes along. That's how you're going to do good in this. If you don't do either or, if you don't whale or hoard, you're not going to do well in all these seasonal events. That's just what it comes down to. Now, you know, as a free-to-play player that doesn't hoard, I mean, I can see why you're mad and like, these are stupid events. Like, what's the point for a free-to-play player? But you can't really complain. I can't complain as a free-to-play player because I still got some free stuff out of it, you know? But what I am complaining about is here I am. This is for an example. The first day or two, I was going all out. I spent every Drake coin I had on whatever things. I opened all the chests I could. I was going hard on tournaments that I couldn't get anywhere on. By the way, 3 of the worst tournaments I've ever played in was during this event. Like, you couldn't give me like one event that I could have at least got some multipliers on. Nothing. I would call myself an in-game player, and I was not able to get past stage 5 of the rewards. They were so bad. So that was my biggest complaint about that, was the tournaments were terrible. I understand have 1 or 2. That's kind of hard to do for anybody, but come on, give me one where I'm like feeling confident about myself. That was my biggest complaint about the whole thing. But I tried my hardest to stay above 300, rank 300 in the event, so that I could unlock Saboteur. And I'm telling you, I did everything, guys, I could do. Everything I could do. I looked at all the, you know, here, well, we can't see it anymore, but you know, they had a list of all the things you could do to make points, and I was doing it. I was upgrading artifacts. Eventually I had no gold left. I had 10 million gold, and eventually I had nothing, and I was staying above 300. And if you had done that, you would have been able to unlock Saboteur. I go to sleep for maybe 7 hours, and I come back and I'm 400 and something, and I'm already depleted of resources, so I have absolutely zero way to get back up to 300, and I just decided to stop even trying. So, very big disappointment. But it's about the whales, guys. Like, and don't think that I'm like ranting or talking bad about the developers, because they have to have events like this here and there to make a little bit of money, a little spike in revenue and everything. And I don't hate these guys for that. And for everyone who's just like dogging them for that, like, you got to understand it's a business. And they're not doing it that bad to you. I could recommend you go to Raid. Right now they're doing some fusions and clan versus clan, which is a directly FU to the fan base. Play Quantum doesn't do that. They're just doing some little light whaling events to make some money on their part, and you can't blame them for that. So please don't take this as a bad thing, but that's what these events are for. So once again, I've said this already, either you're going to whale if you want to do well, or as a free-to-play, you can still do good in these, but you're going to have to hoard. Yeah, that's what I've learned. After doing this, I learned that don't open up one more chest. After the event ends, don't open up any more chests at all. Just save them for this event, the next seasonal event, whenever that is, and you're going to do great. You know, you're going to stay in the top 100 or so. And as long as you're in the top 100, 200, you're going to get some good rewards. And so, you know, just don't take this as a negative, okay? Because I'm sounding negative, but that's not what I'm trying to say. I just learned my lesson on what I have to do, and I won't pay over $25 for anything on this. I get my 20,000 Drake coin monthly pack, and I get the battle pass every month. After that, I refuse to pay for anything. And even that didn't do me any good in this event. You have to either whale on the spot, or save your chest, save your Drake coins, save everything. So, you know, overall, I was disappointed because I had my heart set that I was going to do well. And then when I went to sleep and came back and I was just wrecked, it was really disappointing, but that's the only reason why I didn't like this event. But the event isn't for minimum spenders and people who aren't really smart with their resources. You can take that as a negative or whatever, but they have to make money somehow, guys, and I don't fault them. They're not coming up with huge scams. Like I said, Raid just came out with Clan versus Clan, and that is a huge scam to get people just to waste all your resources and then afterwards have to buy them all back. And so it's nothing like that. So you just, you know, like, I don't know if you took this with had like a sour taste after this event, but you just got to take it what it is. It's still, in the end, even if you're a free-to-play player who spends no money and does not hoard, you still got some free resources. You got some, you know, egg currency, and you got to get some shards here and there, and some gear and stuff that you wouldn't have got normally. Now, the shard shop part. Come on, Play Quantum. Give us the Nessa. Give us, Rally wasn't in there. But, you know, give us some more half pigs. Give us some more dwarves that we can farm. This is a seasonal event. Like, it's only for a few days. You can't let us farm a character that's really rare. Like, that's what the tournaments that were really terrible, and that shard shop thing was kind of trash. I can get Tool. I can get, you know, whoever else they had farmable in there was all people I could get somewhere else. Give me Thanessa. That alone would be a huge deal. Every seasonal event, if you're not going to make her farmable, let us have her in the seasonal events. If you're not going to let us have her in any shop or any farming area, let her be there every seasonal event. Let that be the way that we farm her, is through seasonal events. And then, yeah, like Rally, you can't get her anywhere else. I didn't see any Wukong shards or anything like that. That should be in a seasonal event. It's a very rare and short event. There's no reason you couldn't let us farm a few shards. It wasn't going to be like everyone's going to unlock it. You can't buy a refresh in the shop. So like they have it limited to what you can get anyways. So that's another complaint I had. But besides the shard shop and the tournaments, I really wasn't complaining. Even though I went 1,000%. I went hard on this event and was deeply, deeply saddened by the result. I don't think I was doing everything. Like, I was spending more time in this than ever. I didn't even get the seventh, I think there were 7, the last tier reward chest. It just didn't make any sense. I was doing every arena, every refresh I had of everything I was doing, and I think tournaments bit me. I couldn't get past stage 4 or 5 stage rewards, especially a multiplier, in any of the events. And it was ridiculous. But I think that's all I have to say about the tournament shop. Another thing is just like, when are we getting legendaries? Just give us like an idea. You know, they don't have to give us a date, but we see the legendaries down in our roster as it is. Here, I'll go down here right now. Like, here they are. This is the pigs legendary, and this is Baldur, the dwarfs legendary. They're there. But we don't have Kevin Bob, we don't have a lot of people, but we have these guys. They've been there for months. When are they coming around? We have enough now that we can get them. So let's do it. Like, and I'll show you guys where I'm at right now on my dwarves and my half pigs. Here's another thing. I'm saying, like, bring it out now, but look at me. I wouldn't even be close to being able to be in it. So maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're kind of looking at statistics in the game and they're saying that no one even is close to getting everyone 7-star. So maybe they're waiting to see some people get to 7-star and then just release it on us. That's a good idea, but, you know, this is where I'm at. I have everyone at least gear 11, except Rally, and she's close, but no one near 7-star. So maybe they're just waiting for some people to get 5 characters of each faction to 7, and then they'll probably release it. As soon as, like, the few of those whales start unlocking them all, I bet they drop it on us. Something just tells me that's what's going to happen. But, you know, that's where I'm at. I've got most everyone to gear 11, so at least I got the gear out of the way. I can, you know, put them out of my mind and just farm the shards, but then start gearing up other characters, older characters that I want. So, half pigs. Look, I have them at, all of them at gear 11. Something tells me we'll be getting another one, at least, 1 or 2. Because something tells me we're not going to have to use Gorham in the event. I think they probably want to keep it all faction based, so that you're going to have 5 pigs. So something tells me that you're going to be able to have 5 pigs when the legendary event comes around. But, you know, I got my pigs out of the way gear-wise. Still farming them. Still quite a ways away. Not even really close. I mean, if they release it today, I could probably have them all done by the next time it came around. But, you know. So, that's where I'm at right now. One more thing is I want to talk about Naya, and I want to talk about Saboteur. Naya. Her kit is really good, guys. She's really good. But I'm telling you now, she is going to be able to get off that move where she rearranges taunts and invisibility once, and then she'll die 2 turns later. I've tested it, gear 12, T7s, over and over and over again, and she is so flimsy that she's going to be an okay character, but she's not going to be meta. She might counter Titania, but she's literally worth getting that move off once, and then she's useless after that. So I just want to let you guys kind of know that. So I only upgraded her where she's at because of that event, and I'm mad because I literally had nothing to show for upgrading her as far as I did when I was just going to wait till later on. And so I'm a little irritated about that too. Saboteur. Guys, I don't know why I tried so hard for Saboteur, because I told other people, like, he's not really worth it. Once again, his kit sounds great, and he's probably going to be, you know, an essential part of a second Orcs team down the road. Whenever you start, you know, splitting everybody in half, like I was talking about earlier. But as it's set up now, like, he just dies so quickly. You know, play Quantum, Liz, and all that. I think we needed, before Sab is like 7-star anywhere, like, don't mess with his kit, but somehow just add a little bit of survivability. For such a cool character, he doesn't live up to his, you know, his look and what you think he's going to be. Naya is better than Saboteur by far. And so with that being said, if you didn't unlock him like I didn't in the seasonal event, don't be sad, don't be mad. You know, he's going to be farmable eventually, and you'll get him. I'm really not upset about that. I'm more upset about just all the work and resources I put into something and just got nothing out of it, to be honest. So this is already going a little bit longer than I expected, so I just wanted to make a little comeback video. It's been a couple weeks since I've been on. Kind of just go through what's been happening, my you know, opinions on the events and characters, and just show you a little bit of preview of what's coming. So just know that this isn't a rant video, guys. This isn't a rant video. It's just trying to get you guys to realize, like, why these things are happening and all that. So last thing, my tips for next seasonal event: if you're free to play, do not open another chest. Hoard everything you can. If you have to do it, you know, I understand. If you need some gold chests, open them, whatever. But if you can, just hoard every single resource you have. And if you do that, by the next time the seasonal event, you'll be in the top 100, 150. I just made the mistake of not doing that. And this is honestly the very first event I've taken seriously and tried hard in. You know, I learned a lot in it. And if you don't do that and you're a whale, just open up your pockets and let it flow, and you'll get the top 2. So anyways, with that being said, guys, I love you all to death. I appreciate all your guys' support. It's good to be back, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.